Hello, welcome. My name is DeathToBoredom. Also go by DTB. DTB. Oh man, when you don't talk much, that's what happens, I guess. Maybe I don't know, but we'll get through. It is day 8 of the mountain training, and I gotta say I didn't really do much of it because well, okay, so how it went was, first of all, I mean, I'm gonna say right now, I'm recording this the next day in the morning, after eating some breakfast because I was really hungry. But yeah, so I'll tell you why I'm I'm recording this in the morning. So first of all, I spent 5+ hours outside yesterday, and 2 to 3 of those hours were at the gym. Why? Because the mobile game. There's a mobile game that I'm playing, and well, I mean, I've been playing, of course. Anyway, but I've been, yeah, I spent a little too much time doing like organizing stuff basically in the game. And goddamn, that's way too much work. I mean, all I'm doing is reorganizing parties to try to optimize going through this tower content where you get to use all the characters that you have, and you have to make a party of 4 for each floor. And I have enough parties for like 64 floors. 64, Nintendo 64. Anyway, uh, but yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna optimize since I got some new characters. So I'm gonna like do this, do that, change this around here. Oh, this floor needs this a more like mage like party or something. Needs more AOE in the party. But in any case, yeah, so that took about an hour or two to do that organization for. I don't even know if the result was even worth it. But yeah, I ended up doing that, and then I did a little bit of content here and there. Anyway, but I mean, the entire time I was doing walking and stretching exercises, and there's also this one where uh you're like you're doing lifting for your feet, I guess, in a way. You're just like you go horizontal, and then you just push down on this metal plate with your feet, and yeah, and I upped the weight on that to make it so that it has a lot of resistance against me. But also, I would also hold it in certain spots. Like instead of going all the way, I only go like middle or 3/4 or even 1/4. Like the the more closer you keep it to yourself, as you hold it, the harder it will be to like keep it up. So that's basically it's like it's a type of training that will keep your muscles consistent anyway. Uh let's see. But yeah, those are like the 3 things that I did during that 2 to 3 hours. And then obviously there has to be an after workouts stretching so that you don't get sore the next day. Uh then when I got home, oh, I do admit I did some procrastinating here and there. But I also ended up talking to some friends that I haven't talked to for a while. One was before the mountain training, like Yeah, I mean, like I would still like pop in a few times over the days just to like make a few comments here and there. But yesterday I decided to give them a little bit more time because during like lunch break or whatever, like when I eat, I need I need to like watch something. It's like might as well just watch some, I don't know, some like game content. I won't go into it, I guess. Maybe. Okay, maybe I will. I might as well. Basically, okay, in my mobile game, they had a collab with Guilty Gear, and Bridget is one of those characters. And like, there's that whole thing about her being trans and stuff. So, I mean, I didn't really go online to like find anything or whatever. I just I don't know how it really went recently, but I do know that one point was that I just wanted to see what she looked like without a hat, and then it ended up having to go through this adventure or something. And I didn't even find out uh if she what she looked like without a hat because there's no costume without a hat for her. But yeah, like I was just like, talking to my friend about that stuff. That's what it was. And then like we went off tangent, and like he was like, we were talking about like games in general, about like what makes a good game for him and for me, I guess. Uh, and yeah, we were just bouncing off of that kind of stuff and having a conversation. And like, he has really strong opinions, but I learned to get used to it and realize that it's just a form of variety at that point. So it's like, he might not like something that I like and he might diss it or whatever, but that's just his opinion and that's just because of his experience with it, right? But it's like no need to get offended by it because you like what you like, or like, and I like what I like or whatever. Like I like what I like because of this and that, and he doesn't like it because of some other things that he would prefer to that I had more of. So like, for example, like he doesn't like Genshin as much as he likes Honkai Star Rail right now, and I really mean just right now anyway. Um, because apparently, what he told me that what he likes about Honkai that that Genshin doesn't have is a lot more quality of life stuff and a lot more hard end game stuff. Uh, he didn't mention anything about the gameplay, so I was like, okay, so it's just things that so it's just like stuff about convenience and then stuff about basically to keep you going anyway. But it had nothing to do with gameplay in itself. And everybody has their own likes and whatnot about how they want to play their games, right? Like old people or people that are too busy, they would love a casual game that doesn't require much attention, that doesn't require much know-how and stuff like that. They just want to look at some pretty things happen and stuff like that, and they just want to get their excitement out of that. A lot of old people play Pokemon Go because they just want to go outside and catch Pokemon, and that's really all there is to it. It's very simple. So I can see why he was complaining so long about Genshin, about how there's not this and there's not that, and then Honkai's giving him that stuff that he wanted. So it is what it is, right? Like that's what he likes right now. Uh, in the future, I do think that he will get bored of it, but I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. And we'll see. Maybe one day I'll like let you guys know, but maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter though. It's just like that's how games should be anyway. Like you move on to another game because like the thing is you can't just play the same game all the time and not get bored of it. Like at some point you do get bored of it, and then like you get off of it, and then when you come back, maybe you'll like it again after a month or so, or whatever, or after a year. It doesn't really matter because then it would rekindle what you liked about that game or whatever. Uh, because that's just usually how it goes from what I've seen and what I've experienced myself, you know. Um, but yeah, so and then I decided to message a friend that I haven't talked to in a while because they uh they recently before my mountain training they were talking to me about um how they wanted to learn Japanese, and they came to me about advice and stuff or whatever, and maybe plans to uh do some Japanese stuff in the future. And I was like, uh well, I mean, it's not like I only started thinking about catching up with them after that fact or after that day. I mean, it was for a long time that I've been wanting to like talk to them, but the thing is that I didn't have any topics or whatever. That was my issue. Is like, oh man, we don't even have anything to relate. So what am I even supposed to talk about? Kind of thing. Like that was my issue for like the longest while. uh, yeah. So like I often just put it off, and then like I don't even remember it anymore or whatever. Uh, but yeah, I mean that's just how it is, I guess. It's like, and then there's also like my mindset is always put on improving, improving, improving. Like I need to self improve, and it's like if I'm wasting time if I'm wasting time thinking about this, then I'm not gonna like get anywhere. So I gotta move forward and whatnot. And like the way I was before, I'd be ashamed talking to them really because most of my days I was like just procrastinating, and not really getting much anywhere. Uh, oh yeah, I mean, recently I've been good though. I've been getting better, and the result is that I'm able to do this mountain training in the first place. As a result, uh, but the mountain training ends up being like a changed lifestyle instead. Um, but it wasn't what I imagined it to be. Basically, how I would go about it. But at the same time, I was expecting it as well. I was half expecting it. I was like, yeah, it might not work out because that's how I am. But the important thing is that I tried, and I tried to go through with it, and blah 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 kind of thing, you know? Uh but yeah, so I did that, and then like I also made this drawing uh at some point because uh again, I was doing a little bit of internet searching and stuff like that. Like since we were that first friend I was talking to about Genshin and Honkai, we came to Zenless Zone 0. So, cause like he was like, he didn't ask me if I was playing Honkai. I think I don't remember actually, but I did say that I'm not gonna play Honkai because I'm waiting on ZZZ Zenless Zone Zero. Wow, say that 5 times fast. And yeah, ended up yeah, so it ended up that I wanted to go look for their intro music again or like theme website music because that one was such a bop. But in any case, though, so after looking at that, I ended up looking at ZZZ artworks online to like just look at the artworks, right? And then like I was like, man, I really like these aesthetics so much that I want to try to copy or like try to make that style. And that's the start of this drawing anyway. Just make it for Rosalind. That's my original character. Uh, and it had to go through a lot of changes. The way it started off was like this. So that's how it started off. Then let's see here. This one. Wow, I didn't know I could do it like that. Anyway, and then it afterwards went like this. So as you can see, I pop out the shirt, the front more. I pop it out more, and I make it less folding, basically, less folding, and then like a little bit curvier, but also covering more area. So as you can see, the one before was covering less area and like had this uh folding that was really unnatural in my opinion. Like this, it looks very unnatural. So I drew a completely new jacket over it, using this first one as the base. And then yeah, and then I was like, I gotta make the sleeve. How? Because like I had a picture for the sleeve. I wanted to make it the cannon sleeve. That's what I call it, the oversized cannon sleeve. uh, the Mega Buster sleeve. uh, any case, I mean, it might as well be called the Mega Buster sleeve, but that is like copyright in a way. I just call oversized cannon sleeve. I mean, even though the Mega Buster is a cannon, it's a hand cannon. But basically referencing it. Basically referencing it. Any case though, but like, not enough. There's definitely not this is just like a template. There needs to be more stuff what's it called? Like pockets. There needs to be another layer kind of thing. There needs to be like gadget looking stuff. Uh, let's see. There needs to be more complicated designs, I guess, in a way. Yeah. Basically, I mean, it's always gonna have to be complicated, but yeah. I mean, and I was like, oh, it started off as a zipper, the oversized zipper. I haven't made the new zipper yet, but yeah, it's gonna look like that. But yeah. After that, I ended up sleeping at 10 p.m. and then I woke up at 8 a.m. So that's how I ended up starting this recording now. Yeah, pretty weird. I guess, I got really tired out from being out for 5 hours ish, basically. Was able to sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. The thing is that I could have woke up earlier than that. I was probably gonna wake up like at 6 a.m. because I was feeling really hot in my blanket, but I still managed to sleep through it somehow. I don't know why, honestly, because usually it would get to the point where it's so hot that I can't like deal with it and I have to get up kind of thing. That's what happened like in like the past few Mountain Day videos. I tell you about how I ended up sleeping at 10 p.m. and then waking up at like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. or whatever. That happened for like 3 days. Yeah. And it was because of airflow not going through. Okay, so oh, sorry, morning. Um, yeah, I'll end the video off there. 21 minutes, not too bad. But until next time.